Hi everyone, welcome to your Gemini reading for the month of May 2020. As you guys know, these readings are absolutely timeless. So whenever you find them, if it resonates, it's for you. Also, I'm saying Gemini, but as you notice in the title, it's towards anybody. So please feel free to just sit back and listen. Yay! Um, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can find all of my information inside of the description box below. So please do check that out. I offer affordable rates for same day readings, and I also offer a lot of awesome, amazing in depth readings. And I just finally got on Instagram, and I'm doing my best, but feel free to, look around. There's the link for my Instagram in the box below as well. And if you're from Instagram, hi! All right, let's jump right in, guys. Okay, so if you are resonating with the message for the month of May 2020, then chances are that this month you are packing your suitcases. Now, when I say packing your suitcases, I actually see that you could be moving, but this is also about elevating your consciousness. So in a sense, that's you moving on up, moving on up. So it's kind of like a change, a shift, right? But what I'm picking up in particular is that this shift is something that you're open to and it's something that's going to be happening. But there's also this simultaneous need to get grounded and to stay grounded and to not feel completely pushed out of your space. So it's almost like, yes, you can say, you can't fire me, I quit, right? Sure, in that sense, maybe you've been asked to leave the company, but you can leave with your head held high. You can, walk on your own 2 feet. I'll carry my box with my plant myself. You don't need to do it for me. Um, but it also means about so many multidimensional things here for you guys. It also means about getting grounded and going inward, because it's almost like, how did I get here? What is happening? And the answer to that is, I guarantee you, nothing. It has nothing to do with what's going on in your third dimension or physical life at all. This is about an inner spiritual awareness and knowing that's coming into being for you. Speaking of coming into being, it's like they're pushing me to look at this card here. Coming into being, right? So the reason why this card is so significant at this moment is because I'm seeing that a lot of you are probably still trying to grasp, what is it that's coming into being? I know something's coming, but I don't know what. And it's almost like you suspect that whatever this thing is that's going to be happening, which to you seems like it's going to be a tower moment, you feel like it's going to be a tower moment, but there's no tower card here at all. And I don't feel tower energy at all either. And that's because you've accepted what you've got to do. But if you haven't, then it's going to definitely feel and probably be a tower moment for you. But what they're saying is that in this card, it literally says honeybee, but there are more flowers than there are bees. And they're saying even bees serve a purpose. They're saying these bees are not actually stinging this person. I guess we can say they're hugging him. They're hugging him, yeah, or whispering to him. And so they're trying to say that you need to make peace with whatever your circumstances are. For some of you, it could be relation based, maybe with a romantic relationship. It could be connection based, maybe somebody you're connecting with, family members, friends. It could be a job situation. I'm getting for somebody here, this has to do with a car, the selling of a car, or a car. I feel that for if you're the one selling the car, it does look red, it doesn't have to be, but it looks almost like a red old Mustang or something like that. It seems like it has a lot of sentimental value, but they're saying, let's be honest, it's no longer worth it. I mean, they're trying to say it gently, but they're like, you know what? What are you going to do with this car? It's just a burden now, and what are you doing? And I think that that car is something that can apply metaphorically to whatever else our situations are. It's just time to move on. I'm seeing that Eight of Cups right there. But at the same time that you're at this Eight of Cups, I still also see this energy of looking at where you are walking away from and trying to understand what happened, how you got to that point, where you were wanting to go, where you ended up. So there's a little bit of introspection going on, but I feel that, and that began in April, by the way, but I feel like you're no longer going to be, following that introspection and that focus, that laser focus on your past as the, let's say, as the second week of May begins. So what, next week? Right, yeah, I just feel like you're not going to be there anymore. You're going to be progressing. So at one point, you were at a place where you felt that you had to disconnect from something. I'm hearing a boss, definitely. You had to disconnect from something, or there was some kind of disconnect. I do feel that with that disconnection came something of value, that it's almost like a point where you could go inward and try to understand what happened. That's the introspection that I was talking about. But I also see for some of you that change in circumstances, it's coming down here, that change in circumstances has led you to connect with new people, to make new friends, so to speak, to make a new community, a new, I I don't even want to say foundation, because I don't even know if it's that strong of a foundation, but you've made new connections. And some of you will just alight on those connections and move off. And some of you, you might actually move in to that new situation with that person. So that would explain why the word foundation kind of seems right, but it doesn't. I do feel that if this reading resonates with you and you chose to accept the situation and not create a tower out of it, then I would say that you have possibly, I guess, the word is survived. No, but you have probably transcended that moment. You're probably on the path to where you need to be. Now, if you have created a tower moment or created a tower out of this, I see this card coming in. Bink. These are your guides, and they've got these weapons of some sort, but it looks like they've come in to clear the towers that you have built. Now, what is that? That's you, super cute in the middle, this armadillo. It's like they're like, okay, go under that shell because we're about to break these two towers down. What this shows is that if you, for whatever reason, were not in the space to, I guess, claim dominion over your shadows, to work on the inner child, to, all that stuff that came up in April, and you made it mean something like, oh, they don't like me, or my boss wants to get rid of me, or just whatever the story is. If you weren't able to heal that and you went into defense mode, then I do feel that you were creating towers, and your guides are stepping in now to bring those towers down. Now, what exactly would that look like? They're saying for right now, sleep, sleep, sleep is what they're saying. Sleep and relax, and you'll know when it's time. I do feel that those towers are not going to be in a major, I guess, explosion. I'm hearing kablooey. It's more like you're going to have a change in thought, a change in mindset, a change in perspective. It's going to come in like, wouldn't it be better if you joined this new company? Wouldn't it be better if you moved here? Wouldn't it be better if you shopped at this supermarket instead? Because this is why it actually better serves your purposes. And from that standpoint, you're able to see, oh my God, yes, they were right, or it was right. That's what I should have been doing in the first place. And so, again, I don't feel that those towers are going to come crashing down and bullying you, because I'm getting bullying. This has to do with some people for some of you. I just feel like it's going to be a change in your perception. So it's almost like you being able to walk with your head held high. Okay? And what Gemini doesn't want that? All right. Good. So they're saying, but at this moment, they're giving you information, because we see the reassurance of the golden light. We know that something's coming in for you. Something better is going to come in for you. And they see that you've most likely accepted it, or you will be accepting it. But they're saying that use the moment to embrace what's coming in new. Don't get into this place where you're like, okay, now what? Okay, great. Now I have to leave. Okay, now what? Okay, great. Now I have to break up. Now what? Instead, take the moment and try to go inward. Try to see. It's almost like trying to unpack it. What more do you need to see before this is actually here? Because look at this card here. It says reassurance of the golden light. You receiving, whether it's your severance or whether it's, that email, or, and then this happens. This is the actual release. And then in the physical, we've got this. So I would say that you're right here in the month of May. You're right here, and for some of you in the end of April, for sure you were here. And May is about this, the actual physical walking away. And look at those two mountains. They didn't come crashing down after all. Look at those two towers. They didn't come crashing down after all. It was more like a change in perception. It may have been such a subtle change in perception that you may feel like, oh yeah, I was one of those people who actually did do the change and on my of my own accord, and my guides didn't have to come in, but actually they did. And so, yes. Okay. I have to be honest. I see a male energy here. So if this reading is for you, I'm seeing a male energy. This is the energy of somebody, the masculine energy. Remember, when I'm talking about male energy, I don't mean biologically. You could be male, female, or gender non-conforming. But what I mean is masculine energy. This person comes across as a little bit tired, but very kind. There's a sense of kindness. It almost feels like a Cancer energy, like that nurturing energy. And I'm already getting the idea. Some of you are like, could it be myself? Of course. You're like, it could be me. And it very well could be, right? An aspect of you. It could be the peace that comes from this new place that you're heading off to. It could be a new location change, like I said, a new job change, a new state of being, whatever it is that's arising for you. This is showing the peace that you can have with that. And it's interesting because look at how it's standing right next to this card. It says tarantula. Look at her. This card gives me 10 of, it's almost like between, it's like 9.5. 9.5 of swords. We've got the 9 of swords and then the 10 of swords. Sorry, not 9 of swords. Well, it could be, but no, I'm getting 9 of wands. Coupled, with that last man standing, wounded warrior, defend till the end. And then that 10 of swords with that end of a karmic cycle, dying pretty much. Look at how these two compare. It's like you're getting both. You're getting the end of this major karmic cycle. You're ending something, but at the same time, it's like, it opens up. You open your eyes and it opens up into this peaceful energy. It kind of feels like having been on the battlefield and then, people can't fight all night long, right? So it's like being in this huge battle and then like people get so tired, even as they're shooting and using their swords and just whatnot, until they just all fall asleep, and and then the next morning they're waking up, right? And this is, you wake up and you see, the peace, even if for a moment, the peace that you now have. Now this is not going to be for a moment. This is talking about a transformation, a cycle change, pretty much. It's so interesting because as I'm talking, Gemini, it's like I'm having trouble enunciating. It's like my tongue won't move fast enough. I don't know if you can notice it, but I'm like over salivating. I'm like, what is this? And it's interesting because Gemini, you are supposed to be like the most articulate of right, of the zodiac, and here I am stumbling for my words. My tongue feels really heavy, and I'm getting that what that is this grief. The energy I'm getting is like, oh okay, I'll head on. That's what they're having me say, that, oh okay, I'll leave. Oh okay, you want me to leave the company, okay. Oh okay, you don't want me here anymore, okay, bye. That's the grief, the sadness that comes with it. Let's draw a card. And it's almost like wanting to give up that I'm getting here. Oh, look at that, the 6 of swords, positive forward movement. They're saying, look, that's what he's coming in with, this energy, this beautiful energy, saying, relax, we got you. Relax, we got you. And then this one. What I'm seeing here is like he's coming in to say, relax. Take it easy. The energy has already shifted. You're still in this prison mentality, like you're bound in this situation, but the energy has already shifted. Now we're just waiting for the physical world to catch up. And this information is coming through to you in the physical world, but the energy has already shifted. And here it's almost like this. Look at this. The 7 of Wands shows this defensive stature you still perceive of yourself as being in this defensive way. You're fighting people off, but actually they're saying the energy has already shifted. This is you. See the mirroring? 1, 2. Next thing you'll open your eyes and you'll realize, oh my God, you're still in the same stance, but I'm already in the boat and I'm already gone, right? And that sounds sad to say, but I just feel that it's just, this card alone is emanating so much peace that it's almost like, I'll talk it out so you guys can feel it. It's kind of like, I can be myself now. That's the peace I'm getting, okay? I can be myself now. God bless you guys, all right? So, let's go ahead. And they're saying there was a cast of characters to bring this about. So this could very well, see, trustworthy friends, it could very well be the same people that you've been working with in the physical who are now firing you or asking you to leave or breaking up with you or just whatever that is. For somebody here, it's their children kind of being separated. For some of you, I feel that it could be, people moving away from you, not because of you per se, but it's more like they're moving, they're leaving, they're doing something, and you're feeling this way. But I'm getting this image of you being led in this great underground tunnel. It's like you're being pulled away from those people, and now you're following this guide, cute, in this tunnel, right? And just going and going in this tunnel underneath a castle or something. And there's this lonely feeling because you're the only one in the tunnel with this guide and this candle and this torch. And he's just telling you, relax. Oh, look at the 2 cards that flipped out. Relax, it's over. All debts have been paid. Karma has been well served. So I'm feeling this is a natural conclusion to whatever is going on. And they're saying if you need, he's coming through now with this message of peace to calm you. If you need to feel good about anything, feel good that the debts have been repaid. And even though you feel like you had no choice in a lot of this, they're saying that there were choices along the way. And just trust that where you are now is where you need to be. Okay? Some of you may be feeling like you're on the outside looking in when it comes to financial stability, when it comes to having a good structure, having a roof over your head, feeling good about yourself. But they're actually saying start to shift that awareness. Oh, shoot, they're so good. Like they're saying shift that awareness to seeing yourself as within. You're not this guy anymore. You're this guy. And look, he's wearing the same clothes. He's got the same hairstyle. Oh my gosh, they're too much. I love it. So what they're saying, even this dog is here. He's looking at what you're looking at. They're trying to say that you have to stop seeing yourself as part of that past situation because you're no longer there. Energetically, that's done. And now you're in the month of May, you're going to be physically reshuffled to a new location or a new situation to match what it is that has already taken place in the non-physical, as above, so below. But in that old paradigm where you were in that same place energetically and whatnot, you were seeing yourself as not being stable, but they're saying this new move and this new situation is actually what's going to bring you the stability that you crave and the stability that you need. And so things are not often what they seem, but this is your energy for a bit. Like, I don't want it. But this is the Ace of Cups. God is literally giving you something and you're like, meh, no. But you have to accept it because acceptance is important. And besides, they're clearly coming through to say this is a better situation for you. Okay? All right. Anything else, God, that you'd like to say for our beautiful gems? Oh, the gems of the zodiac. Cute. Oh, yeah. Rest. They're saying just to rest, to relax. This is also carrying the meaning of let sleeping dogs lie. Because for some of you watching, you may be vibing with this person, watching this person. Whoever this reading is for is in this card. But whoever this is may be watching this person going through this situation. And you have to just let it rest. Let things fall the way they need to. Because the battle is over. Okay? This is also an ode to harmonious relationships I'm feeling with whoever is here. And again, even if in the physical you're not feeling harmonious with that boss who asked you to leave the company, or harmonious with the boyfriend or girlfriend who broke up with you, or just whatnot, the harmony comes from having this settled, having this score, if you'd like, settled. See, I can't even talk. Having this score settled, having these debts paid. Okay. All right, so that is your reading for the month of May, Gemini or whoever, 2020. If you'd like a personal reading with me, definitely reach out to me. I'm posting this on YouTube, and I'll make mention of it on Instagram because I believe the video is too long now for Instagram. Come on, Instagram, pump with it. But anyway, you guys know what's up. If you want to reach me, the information's below, and donations are always welcome as well. So thank you guys. Mwah. Perfect timing. Look at the sunlight. Now it's like creating all these lines. All right, bye. God bless you guys.